Don't call me sir.
Okay. Uh,
Yes.
I,
It's a,
okay. So yeah, good evening or good afternoon. Sorry, it is afternoon.
yes. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking to me. And what about you?
I'm also doing great. I just had a session before this, so it's going good so far today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for accepting my request and being here. Thank you.
Pleasure is all mine. I also like to talk with a lot of different personalities, learn new things from others. So it's my pleasure also, I will say.
Actually, I follow Rajni ma'am. So I saw your video, one of her video with her. So
Right.
I thought like let's give it a try and let's see if he is replied to me or not.
Yes, for sure.
What
Definitely.
do you
As I said, I also like to, connect with people. And yeah,
like?
even I also admire Rajni ma'am. Have learned a lot of things from this, you know, few sessions. And I'm following her from a very long time when I was not on YouTube, with this channel. I thought of let's learn English, and I came to know about this conversation videos. She, like Rajni ma'am and then Ram sir. These people I've started following first, and they encouraged me, like, to start my YouTube channel as well. So yeah,
Somehow my story is quite similar. Before
right.
creating my own YouTube channel, and I mean,
Hmm.
like it's been maybe 1 or 2 months I created
Okay,
it, and before that I have been following her. So I think I should know before diving to
hmm.
our conversation. I should know very
Right.
well about yourself.
Of course, of course. I would love to introduce myself. So my name is Amit Singh. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur in healthcare industry with 4 years of hand-on experience. And I'm a founder of Sunrise Home Healthcare, where we specialize in providing high-quality patient care service. Academically, I hold a bachelor's degree in information technology. And these days, I'm honing my communication skills to become more articulate and eloquent speaker. Originally, I am from Uttar Pradesh, but I've lived in Mumbai for last 25 years, so I proudly call myself Mumbaiker. And yeah, I'm also a growing creator on YouTube where I make contents about English learning, same like you. And in my leisure time, I enjoy playing chess, so that's pretty much about myself.
Okay, that's great. And you have lots of things in your plate, and also you have done lots of courses. And
Right.
right now, you only running your own YouTube channel, or is there something else also you are into?
Professionally, as I said, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. I run this home healthcare business.
Homemaker, something.
Home healthcare. So in simple terms, there are patients out there who require support while doing their chores. This is in metropolitan cities, where their kids don't have time for their parents. They have to go for work. So they have this trained caretakers and nurses to help their parents on behalf of them. So that type of service we have.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are you enjoying these days, like after indulging yourself into both the task? So, what do you
Yes.
feel?
So about my business, yes, because I always had this desire of helping people. So through this business, I'm helping a lot of patients and a lot of people who are seeking jobs, like an employment. So yeah, it is, it gives me happiness. About English journey, so this is my personal decision where I want to become a master communicator. And it is completely because of my business only, because there are a lot of competitions out there, so compete with them to stand out. I need to be a speaker like, people can trust and a presentable guy, I would say. So yeah, so I started learning about English also.
Okay.
And yeah, so I mean, I love enjoy doing this task, but sometimes it is like, uh, exhausting also doing both the work simultaneously. Sometimes I take session, 5 sessions, 6 sessions, and apart from that, I do my business tasks. So it's get exhausting some days.
Yeah, I can resonate with that. I also do feel like want to quit some of the
Mhm.
tasks. and like
Right.
it happens, we want to become quite lethargic for certain days, and then
Hmm.
we and the next day we feel again re-energized, like quite
Right.
energetic to come back to our work, and we start our work. And also after coming with a lot of energy, and we want to back to our all works, like
Hmm.
at first maybe in the middle of zone we would feel like quite
Right.
exhausted, as you said, and we want to quit it. But
Right.
again we love to be ourselves and to
Right.
busy ourselves, like we love
Hmm.
to being busy, and that's
Actually.
what I think. Yeah.
Perfectly said. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, even I also feel some days, not to do anything. Some days, like in afternoon only, I call it a day. I don't do anything. Just take rest, give rest to my body. That's how it works for me also some days. Exhausting. So I like to take rest, recharge my mind, and give that energy to work again, to start the work again. So it's completely fine, I would say. And I'm so sorry, I know you didn't introduce yourself. So
Okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
should introduce myself too, as we are meeting for the first time. But multiple
Mhm.
times I have given my introduction over my YouTube channel. So I thought like I would skip that, but now I realize like I have to. So as you can see, my name is Sutapa Paul, and I come from Assam. And about my highest qualification, I have done PG in education from IGNOU University, and then right now I am into work from home. I'm a software seller, and also I run a small YouTube channel. This
Hmm.
two tasks right now I'm doing. Earlier
Hmm.
I was in online teacher also.
Wow.
I love to try a lot of things, like I love to give it a try, gain experience. And then I realized that I'm unable to manage all tasks at a time. So I quit that teaching, online teaching, and because I found that there I'm not getting up to the mark, my like salary or something, like I'm not getting that much, and I'm
Right.
unable to manage also because I have to give my 3-4 hours at least there. And also
Hmm.
I don't have Wi-Fi connection at home. This is the main reason
Okay.
I am unable to manage all tasks with the entirely through my phone network.
Mobile
So
data.
that's why right now I'm running just two tasks. I'm into two tasks.
Okay. I can understand how challenging it can be. But of course, I mean, slowly and gradually, if you're putting a lot of effort in this, you'll definitely achieve whatever you want in your life. And as you said, you keep trying a lot other things. So it's same like me every month, every year, I keep changing my hobbies, my passion. So yeah, this year I manifested that I want to become a good communicator, maintain my physical health, which I have, achieved so far. And so, speaking of this passion and all, so what's your plan? I mean, what's your resolution for 2026? Have you decided anything?
uh, Whenever I realize that next after this December, we are going to meet with a new year. Uh,
Hmm.
I I came back to my like my past, when I started this journey. Like I clearly remember that 2020 new year 2025, I took that decision that I have to be consistent over this learning language. I installed
Hmm.
two, I think one or two application, like based on this my journey. And in the middle of 2025 itself, I started following Rajni ma'am even. And when I came across her videos from her initial journey, and I could
Hmm.
able to like I was able to relate with myself that I am right now, I am in her zone, in the same level. And how she drastically changed herself in the present herself right now as a host. And earlier she was one of us. I mean, I'm talking about me. Like, I was totally a beginner. I was not able to introduce myself even properly that
mm,
time. I was
mm,
feeling so introvert. I was that kind of person.
mm,
When I took the decision of learning this spoken language, and I start, meeting with people and interacting through online, virtually it was. But later I found myself, I turned into from introvert to quite extrovert, because
right,
I was getting that quite compliment I
right,
would say, or something like comment that I talk a lot. So earlier I was not like that. So
right.
okay.
I would
uh,
say it's just a matter of practice. We all start like this only. At first we are nervous. We keep having such thoughts that, how I'm going to revert or reply. What if the person is going to laugh at me? So those kind of thoughts are there when we start like an
But
introvert. But
personally,
yeah,
I thought like this English language is not mean for me. I thought like
mhm.
I'm never going to learn it, and it will never happen to me that I can speak well.
So who
But
motivated you? How you started this journey?
yeah, that's Rajni ma'am's
Oh,
YouTube channel itself. When I
but
saw,
it was your decision, right? It
yeah,
was your decision that you
I
need to
face,
work. Okay.
yeah, I face a lot of that incidents, that
Hmm.
that bad incidents, quite how to say,
Hmm.
like motivational, you can say.
Okay.
We get some motivation from
Hmm.
when we face that bad incident happen to us.
Hmm.
So I
Right.
cried a lot, and I can say I am quite lazy person also. I quit easily any task. I quit easily,
Right.
and at the same time I jump into different task easy,
Hmm.
immediately also. uh, and
I
so
can resonate. And for me, as you said, you had that realization that you need to work on your communication skills. For me, I was very happy. I never thought English is going to be so much important in my life. So I would say I was forced to learn English. When I joined my first company, I saw that everyone was talking in English, except me. I used to avoid those conversations. I used to run from those situations. But then I saw that it's not going to help me. If I want to survive in this company, I need to learn English as soon as possible. So yeah, from that day, I still remember I started working on my communication skills. If that was not the situation, I don't think so. I could have started speaking English, or if I were in this position now. So I am very thankful for my first company who forced me to learn English.
yeah, quite
Yeah.
same case happened to, like, after my graduation I also joined a private school. There I was
Hmm.
totally getting English environment, but it was quite manageable, talking to students only and related to study stuff. And but when
Hmm.
the principal ma'am itself, she is all the time she talk in English, not even
Right.
switch into Hindi language even, because being a Bengali community here, we think like even speaking in Hindi, it is quite shows that our standard is in a higher standard. When we
Really?
use yeah, when we used to the
Oh,
use English language, then it goes to the more higher than Hindi language.
wow.
But he never
Actually,
switched to Hindi. Okay, so
uh,
whenever I face this situation that I have to talk to her, so I try to find out the any is there any other way to solve the situation, interacting with other person, not talking like talking with her. So I used to avoid
right.
talking with the principal ma'am directly, but she was quite amiable person, and she used to like not without finding our mistakes, she used to focus on
Hmm.
what we are trying to say actually, our
Right.
thought. Yeah,
Yeah, so that type of teacher
that's
we all need in our life, right? Like a mentor who can correct us now and then. So you
yeah.
were lucky, I guess.
Yeah, not that much, because I quit the
Okay.
job during
Okay.
COVID time, and like learning this spoken language only this 2025 New Year. I took that resolution when I just experience all stuff, like
Hmm.
when I just come up with the reality that it is going to take a long time. and this from YouTube I used to get
Mm,
myth from there that within 30 days you will be master over English. So when I come across that these are all myth, and it
mm,
will take a long time, and I have to be very patient over learning this process, because
actually.
all the time I was getting demotivated, and I quit. I was just quitting this job. I was just
Mm,
quitting this journey immediately. So I think like whichever, whatever the task giving me interest, making my more interest to learn this language, I would
mm,
continue with that. At least I can say myself that at least without skipping one day, I can.
mm,
I am practicing. So
right.
initially, I was getting more interest into in speaking only, because
Mm,
speaking is the part we like, that interacting with different people who come up with a different mindset, and we get to know
right.
diversity of our India. But at the same time, if we meet the eloquent speaker, we become nervous. so
Mm,
so these are the things happening. So later I understand that before speaking, I have to consume a lot at first.
right.
Otherwise, how can
Right.
I frame sentences and words will be not coming into
Actually.
my mind? And then
Perfectly.
I was forcing, little bit I was forcing, but again I was realizing that no, I have to know about your journey. When did you start your journey, and what was your mindset? And again, at the very first question is, are you also come from government school, which is Hindi medium, or are you
Mm.
into already in English medium school?
Actually, I was privileged to learn in English medium school, and I'm very much grateful for my parents, that they decided to put me in English medium school. So yeah, I was privileged to learn in that English medium school.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the
but
spoken
the
English, it
problem
was
was,
not there.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah,
spoken.
English environment was not there
Mhm.
because teacher, students were they everyone used to speak in native language, which was Hindi. So yeah, I cannot say that I've learned speaking English from my school or college days. It was from my office days when I started working.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got it.
right.
Um, okay, so
And
any
as you said, how I started my journey, I guess I've already covered that, right? It was like, when after my graduation, I hold a degree in BSc IT, but I was terrible at IT. Coding was not my cup of tea, so I couldn't get the job in IT sector. I had to find other job to support my family. Then I started working as a sales executive. There I came to know that how important English is. If you know English, you can close deals, you can get good incentives. And so yeah, from that day, I started working on my communication skills. Then I got satisfied after a certain period of time. Like now I can speak English, but it was a survival English, I would say. Like, if someone was asking me any question, I used to just answer them in one word or one sentence. That was my level, like a beginner, I would say. But this year I realized that, I need to become master communicator, like enhance my English more better. So it's been 6 months now. I have again started this English journey where I spend 2 to 3 hours every day practicing English. Most of the time, I like to speak. And for speaking, I use three platforms. Like first is PeerUp. It is my favorite one where I can connect with people from all around India. And the best part, it is totally free of cost. You don't have to pay any single penny. The other application is like through video call, one-on-one video call. It is called Episode, and where you can connect with foreigners. So if someone wants to improve their accent and all, you can connect with people through this application. And the third one is Hello Talk. Why I use Hello Talk? Because here the conversation is done in group, like it's a group discussion. If you're sharing your point of view, there will be some other guy who will share their point of view, right? So that is the best thing which I like about Hello Talk. And apart from speaking, some I watch contents, a lot of content, like like a listening thing. I watch podcasts, movies, reels, and all whatever. I make sure that everything should be in English so that I can immerse myself and learn more and more about English. So yeah, this all activities I do to learn English.
Okay, so far your entire things I understood, like listening and speaking is the biggest play role of learning this
Right.
language. And what did you say the second application name? Because the rest of the application I also use. And
Okay.
the about peer up application I have been using. It's been I think 1 month completed, more than 1 month.
Okay.
Once I
Right.
got to know that is totally free of cost, providing unlimited calls, unlimited times, and then I I uninstalled other applications. I used
Right.
to use CV, S Fluency. There I was
Hmm.
getting limited calls and limited times, again I was getting connected with very good speakers
Hmm.
there. But as a free,
I haven't tried.
I was
Yeah, I haven't tried
looking for.
this CV Joe stock and all. But yeah, because this is the best app, Peer Up, like for if you're a beginner or intermediate level, or if you don't have any surroundings, it's just that you just have to speak something. You can try this Peer Up app. And the second application which you asked, it is called Episodin. It's basically
Apple.
a Korean Episodin. I'll message you.
Okay.
It's spelled as like Episodem.
Okay. So it works globally, I think.
Yes, actually, you can connect with people from all around the world, and it is, I guess, Korean-made application.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So any bad incident happened regarding like English related environment where you face that bad incident, where underconfident or something like
Mm.
very shameful about yourself that why I didn't learn this language before.
When I started working in there's one incident which I faced in my office days. It was like I was working, and one day my manager came to me and he said, like, Amit, it won't be possible for you to survive in this company if you keep doing this. Like, if you're not able to speak properly with your clients, and this is not going to happen,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
And so there is no, okay. Yeah, so that was the situation. That day I realized that I need to work. My eyes were filled with tears. I couldn't tell anyone, but that day I decided that now it's high time. I have to work on my communication skills.
Similarly, at first when I joined private school, and one of my friends, she suggested me, okay, Sudapa, if you are facing issue interacting with student in English, so you can switch to Hindi language. So I was
Hmm.
feeling, the after hearing this sentence from her, and I have to attend next class. So I was not able to attend the next class. I was looking at the book and I was just recalling what she has said to me, and the same thing like I am not able to speak in Hindi even. So Hindi
Hmm.
it's become quite more difficult for me compared to English, because English which I already have started, but still I'm not good enough. Obviously I'm not good enough, but Hindi which I feel like right now I can say I'm fluent in Hindi, and
Hmm.
I'm learning. Okay, and the second incident happened when I started searching on YouTube. So constantly I was getting a lot of advertisement related to installing application. So I have tried a lot
Okay.
of application. I stayed each application for 1 week, just to analyze like which work better for me, and I will stick to
Hmm.
one application that is called Speak English. And there you don't need to put name anytime any with any person you can change your name, your identity.
Okay.
Okay, so that time I just said good morning or something like good evening or good afternoon, and then the other person hello said, I immediately disconnected. I was just
Okay.
so my heart was racing fast that time, like what I said.
Uh,
And the second incident happened like that person preparing for IELTS examination, and I
hmm.
tried to speak in English, and that person literally said in Hindi like तुमको पता है तुम क्या बोल रही हो?
Oh
तुमको
my
पता
God.
है क्या बोल रहे हो? And I
Mm,
said in polite way that I know I'm making so many
mm,
mistakes, but
mm.
I don't want to switch in Hindi. But
Yeah.
I'll stick in English language.
Wow.
I'm trying, and in the phone call, that person is like totally we are stranger to each other, don't even know our real name, and I was saying like I want to try, and I know I'll be making mistakes, and there is a lot of grammar error I know, but still I want to stick to this language, and as a learner you should
Right.
appreciate me. You shouldn't push, pull me back. And that person
Actually.
again, his tone turned into polite manner and said like, okay, he started suggesting me more methods. So these are the things you can try. So that's
Right.
incident happened, but I found like myself, I have been listening a lot of content. I feel that I'm fulfilled with English things, but it is not coming out from my mouth. And then
Mm,
again I feel like demotivated, and what I like this every time I
right.
quit that practicing, I did this the same thing. This 2025 new year itself, I understand every strategy, and I understood that the process, and then I decide that okay, this time I'm not going to, I will try to be consistent, at least not to skip maybe because I was trying to follow all the tasks at one every single
Mm-hmm.
day. I thought like I'll do listening, reading, watching video, this stuff. Like I listed out a lot of tasks every single day, and after doing 4 3 days, then I feel like no, I can't continue, and then I say
Mm,
stop it. So
actually.
then I decide like at least one task even okay for me. I
Right,
think
right.
I
Of course, I
decided
completely agree. I completely agree on this because every person has a
we
different
should be
learning
very
capability, right?
we should be
Yeah.
very easy for ourselves. We shouldn't
Right.
force too much. Like
Mm,
it is literally important to push yourself a little bit. Don't be so harsh to yourself. Then
perfect.
I happy to about it. Like I'm still stick to this learning language.
Mhm.
Other task I just start it and quit it. Okay, no matter. But at least this language I'm stick to this. Learning this
Right.
language.
Actually, one more thing you should have in your mind that English is something which is lifelong process. You cannot say that I'll learn English for just 6 months and I'll keep and take a break. If you take a break for 1 month also, you'll come back at the first stage where you were first, right? So if you want to do
That thing
something in
also I
English,
realized.
yeah,
Yeah.
just think that English is a lifelong process where you have to learn every day. Okay. And the second thing, what I was about to say, like, yeah, the second thing, as you said, I used to try everything like learning, listening, and even I used to do the same mistake. I will not say mistake because I have tried and I have shortlisted two of them, like speaking and listening, because this two things worked for me. For you, might be something some other activity will work, right? There are activities like role play, shadowing, mirroring, right? What people have different, as I said,
Mirroring,
learning
like
capability.
talking in front of mirror, I can feel that once I tried to do that. I stand
Mm,
I stood in front of the mirror, and I was trying to talk in English, but there is nothing. No words is there, no sentence is there. I
right.
still, and what if there's nothing in my mind, that how would I speak in English in the mirror? I found myself really funny that moment.
You need to have some sort of script or something, some story like where you are describing yourself. So what happens, you realize that how you look actually when you talk to people. We don't have that visualization, right? How I'm looking when I'm talking to someone else. So mirroring is done because that it can give you idea how you're standing, how you're speaking, how you're using your hand gestures and all. So that's the best. It's actually a traditional method. It used to be done earlier, when
Mm,
this things were
maybe
not that.
that time I didn't
Yeah.
know the no right process, no, right technique while doing
Mm,
mirror technique. I didn't
right,
know the
right,
right process maybe. So I
right.
whenever I just remember that incident, like that story, what I have done in the back then, so like which make me laugh all the time.
Right. We all have this funny moment in our life, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So,
So anything
yeah, do you have any other questions?
Uh, I didn't bring any no particular
Mm.
question. I just thought like we'll have the
Even I
conversation.
also was not prepared. I thought, having a general conversation on different topics. Yeah. Do we have time? Actually, it's almost like, or otherwise we can wrap up the conversation.
Yeah, right now, like, do you have any suggestions for beginners how they should start their journey?
Mm.
As we discuss whatever the bad incident we came across and our own experiences
Right.
we shared.
Mm.
But what think like out of your all experiences, which technique would be the best for beginners, especially beginners?
See, for learning English, there is only one technique, which is speaking. Okay, you have to speak no matter what. You can do 10 different things, but until unless if you're not speaking, that is not worth whatever activities you do. So, and for you guys, if you guys have decided that you want to learn English, this is the right time. You have a lot of resources available out there. We have already talked like, the platforms which you can get free of cost. Go there, you'll find people like you only, like beginner, genuine learners. You can talk. First, you can talk about introduction, myself, everything. Start slow, take one step ahead, okay? And the second thing is like if you still have this hesitation or fear in your mind, what people are going to think of me, whether if they are going to laugh at me or something like that, just think how much English is going to help you in future. Their thoughts are not going to build your career. It is you and your English. So no matter what, even though if the people are laughing at you, you have to step out. You need to speak like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and if you have this one more thing, if you have this misconception like, how fast I can learn English, so that depends upon your effort, how much effort you are putting. Like, for example, if you're giving 10 or 15 minutes in a day, it will take 3 years to be fluent and learn English properly. But if you give 1 hour a day to learn English, it will require at least it will take 6 months or 1 year to become more fluent and confident in English. So yeah, if you're serious, give more and more time to English. It will definitely help you in future. I'll
Yeah,
share
as
my
you
experience.
already, yeah, you also said
Yeah,
you try to, cover yourself with English content everywhere.
Mhm.
Whenever you are
I have immersed myself. Yeah,
scrolling down the screen, even you try to
yeah,
immerse yourself into English, whatever the
yes,
stuff you know. And I think
yes,
also one more foremost thing, then we should compare. We shouldn't compare ourselves with others. We can compare
true.
ourselves from the beginning part. That definitely we can see the progress in us, but
Hmm.
I used to do that same thing. I used to compare with other person, like how they develop their English within a few days.
Hmm.
And what about me? I'm not even able to speak out after this, and lot of
Right.
months even. So
Hmm.
we shouldn't compare this the
Of
phone.
course, two things here. Even I also used to compare myself with good speaker. I used to think that how this guy is speaking so much solid, so much perfect. But then I realized that this guy, like for example, I follow Anushka Singh. She speaks very good English, but she's speaking English from her childhood, when she was 2, 3 years old.
uh,
And we started like when we were 22, I was 22, 23 years old. I started speaking English. So that's the difference, right? You don't have to get disappointed that other person is able to speak good English, why I'm not able to. And the second thing, you can compare yourself if you have a strong mindset. You know, if you do comparison, you can make yourself like this person is doing great. What wrong things I am doing, I am not able to achieve those things. find out
Yeah.
those things as a
Comparison should
compare
be comparison should
in a
be in
positive
positive.
way.
Uh,
Yes, yes.
that's
If
right.
you do it in a negative way, it will break you, I would say. You'll get disappointed. You'll get, those kind of thoughts you'll getting in your mind. So if you're strong enough, your mind is strong, you can definitely compare yourself and try to be good and try to compete those people. So that's how you can, compete.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So I have to
It
wind up the
was
session.
no problem at all. It was really pleasure talking to you. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.
Yeah.